I'm Jaden.
And we're going to talk about our shadowing experience with Atlantis. The first week I was shadowing the oncological sarcoma unit, and overall it was a really great experience. I loved all the doctors that I worked with, and I got to look into the world of research a lot. They do a lot of research in this hospital, especially with sarcomas, as it is a rare type of cancer. And I got to see how that research directly correlated with the treatment of the patients that I saw. Overall, it was a really great experience, and I'm glad I got to be there.
Alright, so I spent my first week in the radiology department doing anywhere from mammography to interventive radiology, and so during that time I got to work with 3 great doctors, and they really helped teach me a lot about how to, look at a brain scan, see where different metastases are coming from, see if you can find them on a scan, and really actually just locate the anatomy of the body and what you see on an ultrasound. And so I had a really great time with them, and they really helped cultivate my interest in becoming a medical professional. And then this week we both spent our time in plastic surgery, and so we got to see a lot of very cool procedures, a lot of excisionary biopsies, which are they just take the tumor, something that might be malignant, out of the skin, and then they suture it back together. And our 2 doctors were very, very helpful. They really walked us through things. I mean, I know I can speak for myself, but they taught me a lot. They taught us how to suture and things like that. I don't know if Paula has anything to add.
Yeah, we got to learn a lot about the different types of sutures, different healing processes, and just how to treat those different sutures and different types of wounds. And I learned a lot. It varies greatly depending on the situation. And yeah.
Yeah, but we had a great time, and thank you for having us.
Thanks.
I'm Niles Harvey.
I'm Henry Hurt.
And we shadowed at the IFO hospital here. My first department was plastic surgeries. As far as my experience with that, I was glad to see a lot of those different surgeries there. The doctors were very good, especially when it came to being very interactive with us and telling us how to engage with the patients and really work with them in a practical sense. They gave us a lot of insight as far as suturing and the different types of cancers, specifically like melanoma, and working with lesions as well, and kind of showing us the ropes with that. And they were just very, like I said, helpful and interactive, and they were just engaging, which I liked a lot.
I got to shadow the orthopedics last week, and this week I was in radiology, and this is my first time in the hospital. I thought it was absolutely incredible. I saw things that I've never seen before. The doctors were incredible. They were super informative, and they taught us pretty much everything that we needed to know along the way, which is awesome. I had a great time.
Same here, especially for radiology. I could share the same experiences with Henry as well. We were in the same department this week, and nothing but positive words.
Go.
Hi, I'm Mary Courtney, and last week I got to shadow in the oncology orthopedics department, and in that department I got to watch biopsies be done, as well as patients who were currently in the ward, so I got to see a lot of neat things relating to cancer and orthopedics. And then this week I got to shadow in clinical dermatology, so we got to see a lot of dermatology cases as well as skin cancers and lasers being removed. So overall I got to see a lot of really neat medical things in a hospital setting.
Hi, my name is Grace. Last week I shadowed in medical oncology, where I saw a lot of inpatient and patients who had various forms of cancer, and how that treatment was approached, how their daily check-ins were approached, and generally how those patient interactions looked. This week I shadowed in dermatology with Mary Courtney, and we saw a lot of very interesting skin conditions varying from severe to benign, completely normal, and I saw overall a lot of very cool new stuff. Thanks.
I'm Catherine.
For the first week, I shadowed in dermatology by myself, and I really enjoyed it. It was super interesting, and I liked it because we got to see a bunch of different patients, and the doctor spoke really nice English, and all of the different doctors that I shadowed throughout the week did their best to communicate with me. The nurses were super, super nice and would try to teach me English, so I really appreciated that. And they all were super respectful of me, the patients, and overall dermatology was a really great field.
I shadowed cardiology the first week, and I really enjoyed it. We got to see a lot of echos and EKGs and really learn like how the heart works and all of the like cool things that they can see, especially like on the EKG. They can tell like so much just from like a little piece of paper, which was really cool.
And then we both shadowed orthopedics this week, and we really enjoyed it. We shadowed 2 different doctors. The first day was surgery, and it was a very long day, and it was easy to see how these doctors work really hard and have long hours, so that was something to appreciate. And then we got to see a different side of that, doing patients all day and kind of seeing how it's a lot slower because it does have to deal with oncology and tumors, so that was interesting, and all the doctors were super nice, and yeah, I really enjoyed the experience.
I did too, and one day we did a bunch of biopsies, which was really cool. We just got to see a lot of really cool stuff, had a great time.
Hi, I'm Abigail French. I shadowed endocrinology last week, and I really enjoyed it because it was a great learning opportunity to learn about a system I didn't know much about, and the doctors were just amazing and very helpful in continuing my education.
Hi, my name is Abud, and I was in radiology last week. It was awesome. I learned a lot of things, especially anatomy. I saw a lot of imaging. Doctors did a bunch of different biopsies, and it was really amazing. They were so helpful. They had like really good English, and they taught me a lot of things.
And then this week we were in ENT. We saw lots of surgeries this week, and I think we both just learned a lot and just became more excited to pursue a career in surgery.
Yeah, I actually saw my first surgery this week. It was so amazing. It was so awesome. I loved it so much.
Birthday to